Hey everybody, we have a small window for some play here before I kick it to Marshall Sutcliffe and draft with him when he starts streaming. And I thought it would be interesting to try one of the newer features from mtgadraft.herokuapp.com, where we often draft the chat gauntlet around here, for example. If you've been around here on Fridays, you've seen us use mtgadraft.herokuapp.com a lot. If you're a member of the Going Optimal Discord, which you all should be, it's incredible. There's tons of MTGA drafts happening through the Discord. So if you want to draft on against awesome people and for no gems or gold and play them out on Arena, this is the place for it. And Senryoku, the developer, designer behind this site, has added a couple of two-player modes, and I want to show you one of them. It's called Grid Draft. So I'm going to hop over to the left monitor here and show you what's what. I'm on the MTGA Draft site here, and the way Grid Draft works is that you take the packs that you're going to play with. So in this case, 18 boosters is, well, it's not 18 boosters, it's 18 rounds. They're 9-card boosters, but you would do this in paper by opening up like whatever 18 times 9 is, get that many cards worth of boosters, crack those boosters up, shuffle them together, and then you're gonna see how it's pretty easy. Then you get a series of 3x3 grids, and you're choosing which row or column from that grid you want to add to your pile. This is a fun way to draft for 2 players, but also 2-player draft is tricky because you got 5 colors to split among 2 players, and it becomes pretty a head game around what 2 colors, who has which 2 colors, and whether anybody is playing 3+ colors, and if there's a color that's going to be completely ignored. Regardless of what color you're looking for, though, you're going to find all 5+ colorless over at cardkingdom.com. They're my sponsor, and I really encourage you, go check them out. They have everything you need for your physical tabletop game. But let's take a look at this pack before Media picks. We got a Rockslide Sorcerer jumping out at me. Gnarlid Colony is good. Florahedron is good. Into the Royal is good. Media has first pick. I like either Rockslide Sorcerer, Colony, Archon. This far left column has a lot going on for it. And then leaving us with like Florahedron Stomper or just the Into the Royal. So really, I think it's Media's got to take this left column, and then we have to decide about whether or not we want the Stomper column or the Into the Royal column. You can take a 2-card row. You know, if you only want 2 cards because you've decided they're the best ones, you can do that. Hate to pass the Into the Royal, but I think Florahedron plus Stomper is maybe a better place to start. Into the Royal good though. Yeah, Into the Royal alone might be better than the combo of these together. And then the question would be, what's better, picking up a Wildfire or having a utility knife for a defense? And I think Wildfire is actually better because we might end up splashing through Wildfire. So yeah, I think we take the middle row in a slightly odd grab. Now we have an interesting sitch. We've got a nice top row. We have Into the Royal and Cleansing Wildfire. We could just grab Skyclave Plunder and Royal Eruption as an excellent top line. We end up leaving Vanquish and Rebirth Rider as a nice option. Fenrir wants bottom row. That's it. I think it's bottom row or top row. But with the Into the Royal, I'm kind of liking planting a flag in blue-red. Let's see, Media in the first pack took what? There was a good left column. It had the white flyer. It had the, what did Media take? Help me out. Rockslide, yes. Colony and Rockslide, interesting. Yeah, so we could take a claim in black, that's true. And have like a start in black blue, avoiding the red green that Media kind of. Yeah, I think top row is good enough. especially the Cinderclasm. I'm gonna take top row. That's where my brain is telling me to go. I like the bottom row too, but I think it was top row or bottom row. I don't know. We're drafting face up, Fenor, so we get to figure out if Cinderclasm is good. We just have to pay attention. I'm not sure I'll be good at that, but we'll try. Bottom row for Media, no surprise there. And Media gets first pick here. Cleric of Lifespawn, strong. Media just picked up some good black and has the one good white card from the first pick, so maybe a Cleric situation there. If we ended up with this right one, that would be good. What do we want? We're red-blue if we can do it, so if possible, like, this column seems best for us, I think, but I wouldn't mind. Yeah, it looks like we get it. I like it better than this. Helps with this. The pathway is great, really. Back to us. Ton of red here. We get Spark Mage and Vanguard and a barrage that is whatever. We can go top row. Geyser Mage, Molten Blast, Barrage. Bottom row, Song Mad, Trap Finder, Vanguard. So I like any of the C's here. Top row, left column, bottom row. What is best? Probably with Plunder being, well, I guess we have Royal and Plunder. I was gonna say if Plunder was our only blue card, we really want to focus on the red anyway. I think we go with the left column. This is really tough. Tough to pass the Spark Mage. I'm taking this. That's a really tough one. I liked all of that. Hard to go wrong with any of those. At least this sets up maybe Media goes for the far right column here. This will be interesting to see what Media picks. Media going for blue-red pick as well. Another Trap Finder, this time on Media to first pick. Relic Vial for the Cleric plan if Media wants to go back towards that. If so, when we've got Warrior, this column looks pretty good. This column looks pretty good. I think we want column 2 or column 3. Okay, with that, I think we just want this row. We want Diviner Warrior pretty easily. Back to us. Wow, look at that center column for us on the blue-red plan. Sneap, Intimidator, GOP, Veil. Pretty sneapy binding Mind Drain for Media, who's kind of being pushed into black-white with what we're doing here. Liked Smite more than the binding. That's interesting. Uh-oh. Wish this was our pick. Although this is a tough one for... I think we get something no matter what, because if Media passes on the Skyclave Shade, fine. But if Media takes the Skyclave Shade, we get Lol Mage Field Research. Like, no matter what, we get a good pick here. So I like this situation, actually. Yeah, middle row is incredible if we can get it. But let's see what Media wants to do and where Media thinks they are at with this. But yeah, when you've got a square of good blue, they can't stop it. I mean, no matter where Media goes, we get 2 good blue cards. I think I would take, in Media's shoes, I would take the shade and then figure out whether I was closer to red. Oh, wow. I hate drafting the center channel. All right. All right. Understand. Or maybe just playing it. That's funny. You go from hate drafting to just playing in this situation, too. We'll take this, though. And we get next pick. What are we going to do with it? Rider Wizard jumps out as our best option. We've got Beacon of Unity. That's not going to do enough for us. I think we just take our 2 solid playables here in the middle row. I'm not looking to splash. We do have, I mean, trouble is we're blue-red pretty solidly now, and our 1 splash tool is just blue-red, so it's not like it's actually splashing. Well, Media gets fell at our retreat, so that's a bummer, and could take the middle column and steal our Mystic from us, but Media could also go straight up and down right column, take Attended Healer and Feed the Swarm, gack our Mystic, and get 2 great cards for that deck. But yeah, hard not to just take that, right? And this is nothing for us. Like, this is just sad. Sad times. We can take this in case we play a Sneaking Guide, but I don't think we're playing any of this. So out of yeah, I guess maybe there's a world in which we splash white or black, in which case we'd want this bottom row. So sure, whatever. This doesn't matter. We're not playing any of these. We had some good packs, but that was a terrible one for us. Just straight awful. Although maybe our black is getting good enough where we're just playing red-black now. Skyclave Shade, Feed the Swarm. No, that's all we've got. Okay, back up top, we got Bugcatcher, Disruption, Lagak. That seems pretty good. We can also just go Bugcatcher, Rage, Anti-Cog, and go more aggro. What do you think? Don't have much going on at 4. Lagak wouldn't be bad. We pick up another Spland as well. Get some good Spland action going. Yeah, I'll go left column narrowly, but I think this middle column and middle row are also nice. We want the Bugcatcher no matter what, though, I think. I can explain it real quick, Hodge. You take enough boosters so that you have the card density. You open them without looking at the cards. Shuffle up all your boosters so you have a stack of cards. And then you deal 9 off the top into a grid. Player A chooses row or column. Player B chooses another row or column. And then you repeat, flipping the pick order. Run Media. I don't even know what Media is doing at this point, which is not to say Media's deck isn't good. I think Media has a lot of strong options, but I'm just not sure where they're leaning. I'd probably go right column here, or maybe center row is good. Cost us the Wizard, but pick up another Rebirth and an Archon if they are in black-white. It's a 1v1, yeah, 2-player draft, and the unpicked cards are just tossed. You just... So that's interesting. Maybe they're going green. Looks like Media's more green than anything. We're going to take this center column here, or center row, and get the Wizard. Yeah, it's called a grid draft. Yep, and this will be a separate VOD for sure. It's our turn. Another Relic Vial. But it looks like Media's going to green, so I don't even, I want this Diviner... But there's a Relic Robber. Maybe we want just this bottom row and we play Kite Sail and Relic Robber. Yeah, let's take this. I don't think we're doing Kite Sail, Rebirth, Root Grazer, Archon. But this is looking pretty good for one of these decks, honestly. I like it. Rockslide Sorcerer shows up. Who is this, us? Oh, it's Media. But we get Thundering Spark Mage or Rockslide Sorcerer, so Media cannot take it all from us. We get one of these. Not even sure which is better. But yeah, if we get Spark Mage Trap, that's fine. We are taking Sorcerer and... Sure. Really just Sorcerer. Back to us. We get Bug Catcher. We got Roost of Drakes, but we're not actually kicking much. I think we take it, but we got Into the Royal. We got Cunning Geyser Mage. We got Royal Eruption. Scorch Rider. We really are not kicking much, honestly. But for the Bug Catcher alone, we want the Bug Catcher. So I guess you could make an argument for Geopede over Roost. But yeah, I like what True says. Even though we're not abusing the Roost, it's still fine. We're going to take this middle column. Null Priest, real good though. I'm expecting trouble from that. Back to Media for a pick without too much for us. We got this corner here that might give us something, but probably not. I expect Media takes the center column or top row. I guess top row could leave us with bottom row. Top row looks hot for white-black, but I don't know that's what Media is doing. Media opted into a green row over some white-black stuff in a fairly recent pick. So it's possible Media sees their deck as green. But we've passed a very good Cleric deck in this draft, too. Yeah, so, like, I guess white-black just isn't there for Media. Surprising, but okay, we're going to take this column here. Really, it's only for the Diviner. This is, let's see, 18 by 9 calculator. Let's see, calculator. 18 times 9 is, oh, come on. Divided by 15. This is about 11 boosters. All right, let's see. We've got Bug Catcher again, Chilling Trap. We can just go Bug Catcher, Chilling Trap. Well, it depends on the boosters. I said 15, but you know, the point is around 10 to 11 packs. Doesn't even matter. I mean, you can have double it. You can have as many as you want. It's very flexible that way. Anyway, back to our pick. I think we're still solid. We're just red, blue. We should just take this top row. We can take this side column, but I think the Bug Catcher good enough that we just want that. Yeah, I'm doing this. War Furnace, like left column. That was the choice. But I liked getting another Bug Catcher there. And I'll take another Bug Catcher here, and probably, we can take Bug Catcher Wizardland. Ooh, there's also Morog. Oh, it's Media's pick, though, so it's going to be pretty clear after Media picks. Hodge thinks Gomafado is better than Bug Catcher. Dunno. Not looking super close. I could have done a big deep dive into what creature makeup I had, and it might have changed. But yeah, I felt like this is more Wizard Warrior than just a straight Warrior deck. If it was a straight Warrior deck, yeah, I'm all about that. That was a heck of a column. We want Bug Catcher and Pack Beast here. Yeah, we're not super heavy with wizards. You're right about that. Here, though, we get another wizard and a domination. We'll take that right out of the middle. Give up some more white-black. I wonder if Media is regretting the white-black. There we go. Draft is complete. Let's pull the obvious not playing that stuff. and see what we're left with. What we're left with is a lot of playables. I like how this ended up. I'm going to cut all this for right now just to see. We want to get 22 from this. 22 and then pile on splans and lands for 18-ish. So look at all these bug catchers. My goodness. Roost. We can cut this Spitfire. Maybe we can cut the Plunder. Oh yeah, let's get any barrages out. I don't think we're in a Cinderclasm matchup. I think we can get rid of this Wildfire. Oh, get out of here. Fort. Cool. We trimmed away the obvious fat, and now we got a pretty tight little deck here. No, it's not the only draw we have, which is why... Oh, wait, sorry. I thought we did end up with the common divination, but that didn't go our way. So yeah, I kind of like the Plunder. Do we just cut the Roost? Cut Kaza. Kaza is going to get us sometimes a discount on Lull Mage, Plunder, triggers Rock Slide Sorcerer. I guess once again, while not amazing, it's not quite cuttable. Kaza. Yeah, we could cut a Geopede. Roost is I might be clinging to the Roost here. Yeah, let's cut the Roost. Be grown-ups. And then bring in lands from here. Export this to Arena. Jump back to deck building. Five with the Roost, but a lot of them are not even cards I expect to kick, like the Royal Eruption is unlikely to kick. I think we're did that not work? Let's try that again. Oh yeah, looks like I've got some kind of deck bug. Try to restart. Yep, I guess I have lost my entire Arena collection. No biggie. Come on, Arena. Yeah, I do want to play a match, a best of 3 against Media. I figured I would just challenge Media. And as long as we're doing this, actually, I'm gonna might as well go play on the main account here and get some progress. The wins won't count, but quest progress will. Also, more bling to work with. Coming up on battling with Marshall soon. Gonna draft with him before I sign off for the day. I've brought it up, Haj, but no real planning towards it. It'll happen eventually. Next year. Next year. All right, let's look at... I didn't really look at my spland makeup. I don't know if we have the right color balance here. Let's take a look. We do want a lot of red, and I think we're underrepresented on red here. We only have 7 red, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blue. Yeah, that's not going to do it. 8... 9. Actually, we really probably want this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue, 9 red. Oh yeah, it looks like we are. Oh no, here we go. There's an extra spland. So now we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now it's 9 and 9. I like 9 and 9. Not yet, D. I said I'd wait for you. Yep, I'll send challenge now. I'm not going to mess around with bling. Let's get on it. Media's Jedi Dawn, right? Yep, after this match, that's the plan. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you liked that grid draft. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see where Media ended up. Looked like Media was banking towards greening away from clerics. Gonna keep this easy peasy, and I like a warrior land here and hold disruption for possible counter magic. But right now we have Bug Catcher into Wizard for a very nice turn 3 attack. Yeah, and if you want to try this out, check out our Discord. Sometimes, our Discord is great because you can frequently get a draft of 8 humans. But when you fail to find 8 humans, you can usually find 1 to do something fun like this. Yeah, I'll switch views. Sorry about that. Wink. Well, there's the white I definitely was expecting, but it looked like Media was closing in more on green than black. I'm curious to see what second color shows up. Red. Now that is unexpected, I must say. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a Wind Rider Wizard, and if Media wants to trade 2 for 1, we of course accept that. I don't think they will. Ideally, we draw like a 2-drop and go 2-drop with Disruption up. Just so. Still going to offer 2 for 1 down on the ground and send in the air as well. Come on, try and resolve a 4-drop, Jedi. You can do it. Could block the Banneret. Doesn't have the mana to pump, and mana put into killing the bug catcher would probably be a 1-for-1 at worst, and then would set up a better disruption. So I'm going to go ahead and make this block. We'll take that looting action, and sure. We could just play Geyser Mage now and add to the board, but I think it'll be worth resetting the Fledgling to wait a turn since we have the guaranteed island for it. Media straight playing the cards they took from me, that you straight up took from me, Media. I'll send the... Send both, because while the Mystic has an easy block, it does make it so that they can't trade for the bug catcher without bouncing the wizard. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and take out the Mystic so that the air is clear for Wind Rider and eventually this Diviner. Field Research is a nice refill, but hopefully too late, question mark? That's our plan here. Maybe I'm supposed to loot. It's possible that we find something on the loot that allows us to just win the game, but... and we'll ditch Geopede so that we can cast 2 spells here. Oh, they could have had a ridiculous blue, black, white, but it's you know, grid draft is tough. You make you head in a direction and then you can end up with regrets. Always loot, even when it's just self-mill for 1. Although I suppose against an environment that cares about cards in your graveyard, maybe don't self-mill. So Media on, incredibly, on 3 colors, 2 of which are our colors. Somehow no green or black being played. But you never know, Media might switch it up on us right now. I don't know what else much we have to do about that. Is Cinderclasm good is one of our questions, and maybe it is here. There's some reason to consider Cinderclasm. But I don't know if I'm looking to change anything out of here. Roosty. Like, it's really Cinderclasm or nothing, right? And I just don't think Cinderclasm matters here, so I'm sending back. Okay. Yeah, that's the trouble. Cinderclasm is a bit of a non-bow, which has been my problem with it in the format. Most of the red decks I draft don't want it cast against me. I don't want it cast against me, much less by me. Stretchy stretch. All right, another keep. Turn to bug catcher. Don't have anything really great to do on 3 right now unless we manage to disrupt something, which we're going to try. I'm going to open on Veil as land unless we draw an island. If we draw an island, we can play it greedy. Right now, Chilling Trap, somewhat of a dead card in that we really don't want to cast it till we have a wizard. All right, Fledgling is going to see an Into the Royal eventually for a reset. We're going to just do all bug catching all day long. You got to decide whether you're going to hold up Disruption or play Bug Catcher. Boy. Or play Disruption as land since we haven't found another one yet. I feel like I want to be greedy on that front. We also can't get Bug Catcher big enough to threaten the Archon this turn. It only attacks as a 2/2. I'm going to be greedy and go Mountain. Haj wants to play the Disruption as land. I guess it's not very reliable that we're going to counter something. And I think we got pretty lucky to nab that 4-drop last time. And Into the Royal on 4 gives us a lot of options, as does Diviner, Rider. Yeah, okay. You've talked me into it. You've talked me out of it. We're just going to go Ruins. And Catcher number 2. At least next turn, one of our options, well, Rider or Diviner. Diviner turns on the Bug Catchers to 3 power, and they can at least attack through larger stuff than they could right now. Field Research, not bad. Sure wish I had the Disruption for that, but, you know, we made the adult play. I kind of like Diviner here for maximizing the Grotag damage, and we can try to still win the race with what we have behind, especially Chilling Trap plus Into the Royal if we find another land. Basic land into basic land gives us like Into the Royal, Chilling Trap into Kicked Rider or Rider Intimidator. Intimidator could make a Bug Catcher not be able to be blocked by one defender if that became relevant. Media offering the Archon. No, Media not offering the Archon. That's good. That means they're likely to block and the Chilling Trap's likely to be good. Say no blocks here. Hopefully we find a basic, but if not, I send in looking to Chilling Trap and find one. Oh, 1 spell per turn, thank you. But they're gonna block it now, and then we get to cast more anyway, right? Certainly we get to send with everything here. Let me just make sure we don't want to Into the Royal before we do that. No. Sending in. All right. Gonna trap the Archon and hope we find a basic. No basic, but we still get to cast other spells.
You've activated my trap card! It's a trap! It's a trap! It's a trap!
And now I like Gomafada setting up inability to block. Big smack. Veil is interesting. I think we just start with an attack and make, let's see, we are at 2. Windrobber can't do anything. So, but Trap Finder can trade with Bug Catcher. So I think we make Trap Finder unable to block. Wind Rider, although Wind Rider unable to block means we get 3 in the air. And Bug Catcher is fine trampling over the Trap Finder anyway. And also with the Bane Veil, it's not even a successful block. So I like attack, make Windrobber not block, and have Veil Intimidator, Veil Bug Catcher, or Veil Royal from here. Probably Veil Royal, just take out that fledgling before it can kill us. But Veil plus into the Royal here looks great. Or we could say Vanguard can trade here. They take 6. We accept that. We play Intimidator and have Royal also. Yeah, I actually like just accepting this. And then getting Intimidator down and having Veil or Royal. We can really do either one. Veil lowering Fledgling enough to stop it. Gonna go ahead and take the risk of letting him untap, though. They could draw something that would prevent the Into the Royal from hitting the Fledgling, but yeah, because of something like this, I just wanted to let them get this out of the way first, because I figured there'd be some landfall-y stuff. Whoa, that's a nice steal. Can we still get there? We've got this nice Veil preventing a successful crackback, and there's some force blocks here anyway. So let's play our land, send in. Couldn't make any of this hasty, so that part didn't matter. So, yeah, I think we just let that happen and save the Veil. Veil does nothing there. And then Bug Catcher allows us to play Veil on defense. We just have the perfect cards to counteract what Media is doing to try and win this game. Media's finding and taking great lines. Media's doing everything right. We just happen to keep having the perfect answers. And there you go. So fun though, right? Real quick. Did a quick grid draft, quick best 2 of 3. Had fun with Media playing that. If this were a random afternoon with a Magic buddy, you just go right back in, right? Good game, Media. With no cost, you know, being able to do that via the third-party website. You can just do it all day long if you want. Run it back, run it back, run it back. And yeah, Media can comment on the draft. At what, Media, did you have any point at which you were like, do I go for the white-black cleric deck or not? Seemed like white-black clerics ended up super wide open after I had already completely married red blue. Pretty surprised to see you end up in sharing both my colors. That's really interesting, but it kind of shows the power of blue in the format, I guess, that we both had really strong blue cards. That was a lot of fun. Oh no! This is a new mouse pad. I'm gonna complain. My mouse pad busted its seam, and now I've got a gross, yucky, sticky thing instead of an ergonomic support of my wrist. Yeah, there was the pick where we could have gone with the Malakir Rebirth Vanquish, and we went with a top row red-blue stuff instead. That was the big pivot point in that draft. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to our YouTube friends before I yammer on too much longer. I hope you enjoyed that one. A little quick one for you, but go to mtgadraft.herokuapp.com and you can do it yourself. Just need one buddy. If you don't even have one buddy, I know where you can get buddies. This is our Discord. Show up to the Going Optimal Discord and you'll find all sorts of challengers to take you on in mtgadraft.herokuapp drafts, where you get to play for free as long as you have some wild cards and can support the cards for play. So nice. Oh, and Mama points out just a couple days left to sign up for the Go Invitational. It has kind of invitational in the name, but it's not an invitational that you need an invite. Or to get an invite, it's easy. You just show up to the Discord and ask for one. So yes, to be invited, one needs simply to ask. So go check that out. A lot of fun there. A lot of action happening in our Discord. And thank you so much, YouTube friends, for hanging out for that one. Bye.